Why the 1963 split-window Corvette still haunts collectors today. Picture this. A quiet suburban street in 1963. The sun is setting. Neighborhood kids are playing. And suddenly, a shadow glides across the road like something alien. Something sculpted, something impossible. People step outside. Conversations stop. Because this isn't a normal car. It's the car that would divide Corvette loyalists, outrage engineers, and ignite one of the rarest automotive obsessions in American history. The 1963 Corvette Sting Ray Split-Window. A car so beautiful, so controversial, and so short-lived it became a legend before it even left the showroom floor. And 60 years later, collectors still can't sleep. Because this car didn't just arrive, it haunts. The one-year ghost. The 1963 split-window Corvette wasn't just another Corvette. It was the Corvette, the car that finally transformed Chevrolet's sports car into something worthy of Europe's best. A radical new body, a spine-like roof, aerodynamic curves everywhere. It looked like it came from a wind tunnel on another planet. But what made it unforgettable wasn't just the design. It was the controversy. A single strip of fiberglass running down the rear window, splitting the glass into two. It was bold, dramatic, revolutionary, and engineers hated it. Dealers complained. Buyers demanded it be removed. Even Zora Arkus Duntov, the father of the Corvette, called it dangerous. So in 1964, the split window vanished. 1 year, one design, one ghost in the Corvette bloodline. And that's why collectors still chase it, obsess over it, dream about it. The design, an art piece with wheels. Front side, the shark nose. Walk up to the split window, and the first thing you feel is drama. A long, pointed nose, almost shark-like, slicing the air before it even moves. Those hidden headlights, they weren't just cool. They made the Corvette look like a predator waiting to strike. Front angle, the sculpted masterpiece. From the front angle, the Sting Ray looks impossibly low. Fiberglass panels flow like muscles under skin. Every line has a purpose. Every crease feels alive. Collectors call it the most beautiful Corvette ever built. Designers still describe it as the car that shouldn't have worked, but did. Side view, the spine, the way the roof dips, the shoulder line rises, the rear fenders flare. It gives the impression of a crouched animal, ready to leap. And that dramatic boat tail tapering rear? A bold experiment in American aerodynamics. The rear, the haunted window. And then, the moment everyone remembers. The split rear window. 2 oval glass panels divided by a fiberglass fin running down the center. Some said it was beautiful. Some said it was impractical. But nobody, absolutely nobody, ignored it. And that's the power of the 63. The weird reasons it was killed. If this car was so beautiful, why was the split window removed after just 1 year? 3 big reasons haunted GM. 1. Visibility issues. Drivers complained they couldn't see out the back. Duntov himself begged the GM to remove it. 2. Cost and complexity. Building the split window required extra parts, extra alignment, and extra labor. GM didn't like extra. 3. Internal conflict. Design chief Bill Mitchell fought to keep the spine. Engineering fought to kill it. In 1964, engineering won. And instantly, the 1963 became the rarest Corvette of its era. 1 year produced. And only once. Interior, future meets 1960s. Inside, the Sting Ray was just as dramatic. A dual-cowl dashboard. Aircraft-inspired toggle switches. Deep-set gauges that looked like they belonged in a fighter jet. Bucket seats that hugged tighter than any American car before it. This wasn't just a sports car interior. It was a cockpit. Even the steering wheel felt futuristic, with thin spokes and a deep-dish design that pulled the driver deeper into the experience. Everything inside whispered one message. You're driving something special, something rare. Engineering, where beauty met brutal force. Under the hood, that's where the split window proved it wasn't just pretty, it was powerful. The 327 small block V8 came in 4 flavors: 250 horsepower, 300 horsepower, 340 horsepower, and the legendary 360 horsepower fuel-injected version. 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds. In 1963, that was supercar territory. Add in an independent rear suspension, Corvette's first, and this car didn't just handle well. It attacked corners, carved roads. It behaved like a true sports car. This was the Corvette that made Europe nervous. Why collectors still obsess over it? 1. 1-year production. There is no substitute. No remake.
Non encore.
This design happened once, and never again. 2. Designer versus engineer war. Few cars have a story this dramatic internally. It gives the 63 a mythology, a sense of forbidden art. 3. The most photogenic Corvette ever made. Every angle is cinematic. Every line tells a story. Park it anywhere, it becomes the centerpiece. 4. Appreciation value. Prices today? Clean examples, $200,000 to $300,000. Fuel-injected cars, $400,000 plus. Perfect restored models, often $500,000 plus. Collectors don't just buy it, they chase it. What experts still say, classic car critics call it America's most beautiful mistake. Design historians say, it's what happens when art outruns practicality. Corvette purists? They simply say, you don't own a split window, it owns you. What it feels like to drive one. Imagine turning the key. The 327 V8 doesn't just start. It wakes up. A metallic growl fills the cabin. You rest your hands on the thin spoke wheel. The fiberglass body vibrates subtly, alive, breathing. You drop it into gear. The Sting Ray lunges forward. The nose lifts slightly. Thunder rolls behind you. People don't just stare. They freeze. They know exactly what they're looking at. A 1-year legend. A forbidden Corvette. A ghost from 1963. Every stoplight becomes a stage. Every reflection in a storefront feels like a movie poster. Drive iconic. You aren't just driving. You're time traveling. The 1963 Split-Window Corvette isn't just a classic. It's a symbol of conflict, of beauty, of ambition, of a moment when American design dared to go too far. It's haunting because it reminds us of something rare. A time when cars weren't safe, predictable, efficient machines, but rolling sculptures. A time when designers took risks. A time when one mistake could become a masterpiece. And this one did. So tell me, if you had the chance to own one American classic, would the 1963 Split-Window Corvette be the one you'd chase? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this cinematic deep dive into 1-year automotive legends, hit like. Tells YouTube you want more. Subscribe to Rev Royale for weekly iconic car documentaries. And until next time, drive inspired.